All right, what's good, everybody? Sorry for the delay. I had to take care of some things in the back end here, but welcome, guys. Happy Wednesdays. I'm back. We are back here at the headquarters, man, for another dope episode of the live stream. This is episode 75, guys. Yeah, we are moving up very quickly here in the live streams, man. We're going to be hitting episode 100 very, very soon. And these lives, like I said, they pretty much are, they wouldn't be where they're at if it wasn't for you guys, the chat. So big shout outs to the 8 heads that are tuning in right now. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there. An eventful 2 weeks since I've been away from the YouTube channel. From these live streams, I actually was taking care of some business on the East Coast. I was actually traveling, guys, and I got to meet up with some of the regular chat members here in the chat and the live, and also part of Kings of Throwbacks, man. So I will talk about that briefly. Obviously, if you look at the title here, it is about Mitchell and Ness tonight. There is something that I wanted to bring to the table and get your guys' opinions on this particular product that Mitchell and Ness is now making. So episode, Camila Duvall. I'm good, Mike. Shout outs to you, bro. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday evening. Jake, what's up? So just before I jump any further into the live, I just want to, for all the new members here, if you guys are looking to be a part of the stream or curious about what this stream is, I basically do a live stream every Wednesdays, guys, like a podcast style, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I basically talk with a panel of people that are in the chat, or if you want to hop on and talk to me directly, real time, you guys can take the link, which I have provided in the chat and also right here below me on my screen. So if you copy that link, you can go online, say your piece, or share your thoughts and opinions on whatever it is we're talking about this evening. So I know I didn't really go into too much detail other than Mitchell and Ness, so I will let people hop on if they would like to. I do have somebody in the queue that I'm going to let hop on momentarily here, but I do want to give a huge shout outs to pretty much the East Coast, man. There was a lot of great things that I did out there. So why don't I let you guys hop on first? Yo. What's going on?
All right, we're good. I'm good. Not much.
What's going on, bruh?
Same shit, different day, bro. How about yourself? How you doing? Oh, shit. All right, I see you.
You can't see me, though. No, I'm just wondering.
You're good, you.
First and foremost, man, I'm just gonna kick it off and say shout outs to you, shout outs to Max, shout outs to everybody out there in the East Coast, man. For those of you who are wondering where I've been and the reason why I haven't done these live streams for the last 2 weeks, I actually was on vacation. I was in the East Coast, specifically New Hampshire, Massachusetts area, and also I was in Connecticut for a little bit. So I was out there to visit some of you guys here on the screen with me right now. Got to meet Adam for the first time in person. Got to meet Snacks. I got to meet Snacks, aka Throwback King, and I also got to meet King Leo, Mighty Slim, like all those guys, who are also very invested with this community of jerseys and just like overall you guys, man. So I didn't get to meet all you. I haven't met you yet, Jake. Hopefully I can change that one day, but I was able to meet a good amount of people on the East Coast. So, and I also got to meet this gentleman who just hopped on, Pink Rangers baby daddy. What's good?
What up, man? Congratulations on 75.
Yes. Wait, what did you say?
I said congratulations on episode 75, man.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, man. My lives are officially a senior citizen, so definitely moving up there in age. It's pretty much going to be episode 80 really soon, and then 90, and then the big 100, man. So never thought that these lives would last this long. And we got a John Cena hater, of course. So that's just like, but yeah, how's everybody doing this evening, man?
Good. Like I say, just jumping on real quick before having to head out to work and stuff like that. But
cool. All right. Well, I do have some people here in the panel, so I'm gonna jump right into the topic. So this topic was actually brought up to me by Throwback King here, and he was just talking briefly about a specific product that Mitchell and Ness is now looks like they're kind of making. So I will share my screen and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. But before I do that, I actually want to highlight this T-shirt because this is going to give you guys a hint of what Mitchell and Ness is doing. So this T-shirt, guys, believe it or not, was actually created by me and a fellow Jersey head and also a member of the chat, Rivalry Sportswear. He actually hit me up because I was it was one of those things where we had a conversation where I was telling him that, I really like these style of T-shirts. If you guys are wondering what kind of style T-shirts these are, it's basically a regular tee, but the print design is a very specific design. They call them, just to nickname them, they call them like the bootleg hip-hop rap tees because these shirts actually resemble a lot of those T-shirts that we saw like in the 2000s, like with the design. Like if you go to like a sporting event or if you just go to like a entertainment event, like a pro wrestling event, there's usually somebody outside selling counterfeit merchandise, selling like shirts that look like this, where they just have a collage of a particular person or thing. And they just kind of, put like a generic name, like, whatever it is that game is or something like that. So this one, I always wanted a John Cena one because like John Cena, like I said, is my favorite wrestler. So I actually helped curate these images while Rivalry Sportswear actually made the shirt come to life. He was able to print it on a T-shirt and get the design going. So I can't show you the back because, it's on my back, but it is a double-sided T-shirt. And it seems like Mitchell and Ness copying trends like they typically do. It seems like now they are actually starting to try and replicate these style T-shirts. I know we have dabbled with Mitchell and Ness for a long time. I know we've seen the product for a very long time, and we've seen the evolutions of it, if you will. So I looked it up. I went on their website, and I saw one particular tee that they're starting to try and replicate, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. So why don't I share my screen?
Let's see.
So let's see here.
Oh my God, it's a Rez T-shirt.
It's a what?
It's a U T-shirt. It's a Rez T-shirt.
All right, share screen. Here we go. All right, so this is directly from Mitchell and Ness's website. You see this? This right here is Exhibit A. This is Mitchell and Ness trying to replicate the T-shirt style that I'm wearing right now, and they call this like a bootleg, rap tee. They don't want to call it that, obviously, because that's kind of a generic name, but that's basically what it is. It's a collage of a particular person or thing, and they basically capture images, candid images of the person or athlete or whatever it is they're trying to replicate, and they basically show it off. And this is their attempt to replicate, this style. So this is a very popular style. A lot of people, this is like the current trend now that a lot of people are wearing, including myself. I'm not one to say I don't dabble with this stuff, but I don't know what you guys think about this because we all know Mitchell and Ness started making, apparel of jerseys, and now they're venturing with more apparel, expanding with their T-shirt designs and whatnot. But what do you guys think about this?
Theirs is better. It has a jock tag.
It has a jock tag. So if
T-shirt need a jock tag.
Here, if you guys look closely, it actually is sold out.
Oh, it's booty. It ain't even got nothing on the back. Fuck that.
There's no back
Trash.
design.
Yeah, that's kind
It's-
of a.
It's literally just 5 images of Kevin Garnett when he was on the Celtics.
That one in the middle doesn't look like Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
Like that
The
image in the
giraffe
middle, that looks like kind of looks like Alonzo Mourning.
You trying to say all black people look the same?
Don't you
I don't
fucking
know,
start with that shit.
Garnett,
That
dude.
gives me that middle pic gives me like Curry vibes in like 30 years.
It's what?
Gives me like almost like older Curry vibes from like 25, 30 years. Just like kind of like with like a balding head and stuff like that. But it kind of gives me the facial structure of like Curry in a way. It does not look like Garnett.
It's not a flattering picture of Garnett. Is the long and the short of it.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, KG wasn't like the most handsomest guy in the world, but you know, okay, I'll give you that.
Can we get away from like how KG looks? Let's get to the subject.
I know we're not.
We're talking about
focusing on the design, guys. We're not focusing on how KG how handsome he is. All right. Yeah.
Well, that's part of the design. That middle picture does not look like Kevin Garnett.
I mean, okay, this is
the printing is
This is Mitchell and Ness like I said, this is their attempt to try and catch up with the trends, and they wanted to kind of put this together. Honestly, this probably took like anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes tops, I think. Like it's a very literally they just Googled images of Kevin Garnett, and they probably just changed the contrast of the middle image, and then they probably just like cut and paste. So
yeah. I mean, honestly, it's not the worst thing they've done. You know, at the very least, they're trying to keep it like sports related, even if, you know, the pictures might not be 100% accurate, maybe, you know, to like in real life. But then again, there's only so much you can do with printers and like screening. Anyway, like I say, honestly, I don't mind it. I mean, it's not the worst thing because, again, they're sticking to their bread and butter, what got them going in that sports, you know, icons, artists, whatever. But
that's the problem. The bread and butter was jerseys.
I mean,
I'm not trying to push back or anything like that. It's just, I get it. It's a business. They're trying to follow the trends. But I think, obviously, it's not an original idea. What Rez has not an original idea. What the people are selling is not an original idea. But the time and effort that Rez and Mac put into doing that shirt and the quality of the shirt matters. To them, it's like cookie cut bullshit that they put together really quick. And everybody gobbles it up because of that fucking jock tag. Because if it was Rez running a business, and he wouldn't put out shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He actually took the time and did the research, and obviously, if you know the backstory of Mac, and they put effort into it. They had plenty of like revise, and you know, it's not my story to tell, but from what I've heard, they had revises and stuff like that to get the t-shirt right. And this is just like you said, probably 5 minutes. Put a bunch of pictures together. The font was probably small as hell. The font probably stays the same size. If it goes from 3X to small, it's probably all going to be the same size. The quality of the shirt probably fucking sucks. And that's, like I said, what Ravi just said is lazy. It's just lazy to me. And they're just going with the trend. They're not going to continue this. As soon as the trend goes away, they're going to stop doing it. So that's my 2 cents.
No, I'm definitely with you on that. Snacks. I think that this, again, I want to highlight what Rivalry said, because he was saying how let's talk about how none of these images are iconic. I mean, I agree. I think part of making these style t-shirts iconic are finding iconic photos, you know, of what particular team or time in their career, you know, is very popular. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, like we know that Kevin Garnett was part of the big three in Boston. They won championships with Ray Allen and Paul Pierce and those guys. And we know, like, there's probably iconic photos during that run.
The most iconic is him holding the trophy. Anything is possible.
Yeah,
that should
exactly.
be right in the fucking middle. Like him holding. I know Mac even has a drawing of him of him holding the trophy and him yelling. That should be like the middle. I think fucking Mac should design one and just throw up all. I'm sorry, this is just frustrating to watch, man.
Bro,
because like you said,
Come on, man.
At the end of the day, they're making their money and selling out. There's only 2 sizes left, so somebody's out there rocking this shit. But that's just our opinion, my opinion.
Yeah.
So somebody's buying this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, okay.
It was me.
Let's talk about the price. It's $40. Okay. A large through a 3X are all sold out. So that means that somebody bought it, or a group of people bought these. They probably paid full price, or maybe they got it discounted. Maybe that's why they sold out, because they're all having a sale right now. But the thing that I want to emphasize with these t-shirts is that, because like I have a good amount of these like style t-shirts, not the Mitchell and Ness ones, but I have style t-shirts that pretty much are like this, and they actually highlight. There's a lot of like, the way I look at it, a t-shirt is a canvas, and the images and what you put on it is your art. So obviously the way you construct images and what images you use, what you put on the shirt is very artistic. So it's a way to express the art of the particular. I'm just going to use the athletes, because you could do this for endless. The possibilities are endless. But when you're doing something like of an athlete, I feel like you should, especially if you're doing a collage, you should highlight key moments of that athlete on this shirt. And like I said, these images that are on this shirt, I mean, other than him wearing a Celtics jersey, I don't really see any other iconic image.
Yeah, it could have even been with him on like the Timberwolves or any sort of NBA. Yeah, exactly.
So to me, again, this is very, very lazy. I do agree this shirt should be $20 and not $40. I think $40 is definitely pushing it. GTC says, wow, that's ugly. And Max says, you know what's funny though? Seeing how bad this gives me ideas. I mean, it makes people like you and creatives like want to do better, man. And I think that's kind of a good that's good fuel for creatives to really step up their designs.
But what sucks is that you have the people that you buy your product from that actually take the time to design all this stuff, and they kind of like brought that trend back. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, people would rather have the original stuff, whatever. But the people that are actually designing these and taking the time to do the print and do it, and taking the time to design it like Mac and you did, and actually brought this trend back a year ago, whatever. And they're like, oh shit. And now you have somebody like this, a monopoly, that has the licenses, the NBA licenses and stuff like that, try to overshadow what they're doing, but making a shitty product, but they have the license and they have a broader audience. So it sucks for somebody that's like really put their heart and soul into designing shirts and trying to bring that trend back, and brought that trend back, and trying to make that money, trying to make that profit from something that they love to do. And then you have this fucking monopoly come around and said, oh, fuck that. We're going to take your idea, shit on it, and put a $40 price tag on it. So it kind of makes it. So my thing is, the person that's designing them and doing everything they need to do, and they selling it at a like $120, which was like reasonable for the time, the art, and all that stuff. Now somebody's looking at this. Well, I could just get this one for $40. Why am I going to spend $120 on your product? I can just Mitchell and Ness does it for $40. That's the problem. It shits on the little man.
And not to mention too, that's just kind of the way it is in this day and age too. Like the quality of stuff tends to just get worse and worse, while the prices still go up and up. I mean, case in point, like even like the newer hockey jerseys and stuff like that, like Fanatics branded jerseys and stuff like that, they're like $180, $190 for, just really bad, like not so great graphics and stuff like that. And then even Mitchell and Ness, they're jumping on board with that sort of game too. And they literally, in my opinion, even have a worse quality than the Fanatics ones doing stuff like that. And they're like $200. And then it's just one of those things where a lot of these companies, kind of like what, Kings was saying down there, it's just like they're monopolizing and all this stuff. So the competition, the actual quality and workmanship, just keeps going down and stuff like that. And it just gets to a point where there is no competition. You literally have to either do it on your own, or you have to pay these prices. And it's just like, And not to mention, I guarantee you wash that shirt more than 5 times, it's going to start fading and peeling and cracking anyway. Right. And then it's just like, yeah, it gets frustrating.
What other players they do? You know what? I'm not sure because I went on their website. I tried to look at more, and I couldn't find any other players. I know Snacks.
Yeah, they had different designs.
They did what?
They did have different designs, something like yours that had the name on top, but for some reason they had like Steve Nash and Penny, but for some reason they didn't have the NBA logos on the chest. Like it'll be a blank jersey, which was fucking weird. If you have the license, why do you have a Steve Nash jersey, a Steve Nash collage with like no logos on their chest? I'm like, bro, like what the fuck is going on? And I think, trust me, it was up there for like a couple of months, and I think that shit just disappeared. I think because I don't know why, but that was some bullshit.
I did not. Yeah, I didn't see them. I tried to look for more images of.
I see if I can find one.
Yeah, but I know they did an Iverson one that was similar to the one the Kevin Garnett one. And it doesn't surprise me if they did more basketball like players of these style T-shirts, just because these like I said, guys, these shirts are very popular now. I know Slim, he said that these were really popular in the 80s. He said a lot of my friends had those kind of shirts back then. MJ was popular. I actually had a Dominique Hawks, which is dope. But, you know, it's, yeah, like these shirts are back in. I have a lot of these shirts styles, but like I said, I don't have the Mitchell and Ness ones. A lot of my determination and me buying these shirts, the first thing that I really factor in is the design and what kind of design was put like into making these shirts look the way they look. And then second is the actual fit of the T-shirt, because you can literally put these images on any T-shirt, hoodie, piece of fabric, as long as you have the printer to do that, and you just need the image. So, you know, I know a lot of people prefer jumbo images. When I say jumbo, I mean like the image basically covers the extent of the T-shirt. As you can see, this is considered to be a jumbo image. It's not very small. So, you know, like I said, I tried when I worked with Mac on getting this done. I really wanted to emphasize some iconic images of Cena throughout his career, but I wanted to focus specifically on an era. So these images that you see on the shirt were actually between 2003 up until like 2005, 2006. So these images focus primarily on that. So, you know, with Cena wearing the jerseys, of course, and then, of course, when he released his rap album. If you look in the background, you can see the cage right there. That's supposed to kind of resemble the return when Cena came back in Royal Rumble back in 2008. And then you see the red, orange coloring. That's supposed to represent Monday Night Raw. And then, of course, the John Cena, you see kind of like the bling, because, you know, John Cena used to wear this chain gang medallion back in the day. So, again, guys, like just to emphasize, there was a lot of thought put into this design of shirts. And it's not just something that was done in 5 minutes. Like there was literally like a lot of analyzation, making sure that I analyzed the images, made sure it made sense, you know, make sure that it turned out great. Like one of the key things when we had this design first made is that the name John was spelled wrong. It was Jon. So John Cena's name is spelled with John. You could spell John with Jon, but that's not how the name John Cena is spelled. With a John, just FYI. So there's a lot of little things. Again, one thing I wish I could do, which will take me a lot of time, is definitely a learning curve for me, is that I wish I could design all my T-shirts and images like that. But, you know, I don't have a background in graphic design. I wish I did. You know, I've been trying to kind of look a little into it to see if I could kind of play around with it. But again, like if I could be ahead of the curve right now and be in a position where I could literally make my own T-shirt like this, I would probably just stop buying tees and just make my own, you know, if I could do it. But again, we have talented people. You could if you put your mind into it and if you put some money.
Bills and shit.
You got
responsibility.
Time for that.
Exactly. So this shirt, guys, is actually a gift from Rivalry Sportswear. So he's in here right now. So Mac, thank you, man, for gifting me this shirt.
Take the link.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite shirts. If you want to add some more input, Mac, you're more than welcome to hop on. But again, like I said, this is he gifted this to me when I was out there in the East Coast, and I really, really love this shirt, man. Mike says, having said all this, gentlemen, what's the state of jersey sales in general? How do you feel? I mean, it's kind of, the same position that it was.
They're selling.
Yeah.
And they're making jerseys.
Unfortunately, margins are all part of the game for corporations. It never gets better. You guys check out the Cool Hockey mystery boxes. I did not.
I did.
What'd you think about it?
Well,
What up, Swell?
I actually have a video on my channel about that I just posted here literally a week ago.
Okay.
With my thoughts and opinions on that. So, yeah, like I say, when you get time, just check it out and stuff like that. But basically, to answer that question, what it was you got like a name and number jersey. Ironically enough, this hat right here was what I got as one of the options. Just like a slouch fit 47 brand hat. And you get like 2 packs of hockey cards, and there's even a 1 in 3 chance of a signed puck. So basically, you got like, I think it was like about 175, but the jersey itself is like about $200 or so. And then the hat's like 30, and the cards themselves are like 5 each. So
nice.
I think that I don't normally always do like those mystery boxes and stuff like that, but I felt like the value was justified for what you got. Because the jersey itself already paid for the box and all that stuff. Like, even if you just, turn it around and resell it again, you're still probably getting about what you paid for it. So,
yeah, I mean, I just, with me, like, I want to know what I'm getting. You know what I mean? I don't want my money to go to something that it's complete. I mean, like, if you're one of those, like, I'll collect whatever, great. That's definitely for you. But when it comes to certain things, like, especially like jerseys, like, I really want to know what my money is going into and what jersey I'm getting. So I totally get, but I totally get where you're coming from. Just to go back real quick to highlight Mac's comment, he said, "Be honest, Rez, would you have copped the Sage Taker tee if Paul Bearer wasn't on there?" You know what? I probably would have, regardless, but I would have been really disappointed. I wouldn't have given it a perfect score. So he's referring to a brand that that we both follow. It's called Stage Garments, and I will actually share my screen with them as well. But they are a clothing, looks like they're like a clothing brand that focuses specifically on this style of t-shirts here, which are the bootleg styles. But they recently did an Undertaker drop, and they released 2 t-shirts and a hoodie to commemorate parts of Undertaker's career. So if you're not a wrestling fan, you might not understand, but I'll break it down for you guys.
Did they do an American Badass one?
They did, which I will share with you guys here. So let me share my screen. So, all right. So this is Sage Garments website. I know right off the bat you can see the price. It is pricey. I know a lot of people think $85 for a t-shirt is ludicrous. I totally get it. I mean, I would have never in my right mind, ever think that I would spend like $30 for a t-shirt is pushing it for me. You know what I mean? But again, these are custom designs. You really cannot get them anywhere else. I mean, if you do, there's somebody that's probably selling it secondhand off somebody else's design. But they did release 3 items for this Undertaker drop, and the one that Mac was referring to was this one, which is basically his Attitude Era version of Undertaker, which was mainly from like 90s, early to mid 90s was when Undertaker had this whole gimmick here. But if you look closely where my mouse is, you can see that there's different images and different parts of his career. So in my opinion, Sage Garments are one of the best like designs of these types of style t-shirts, because it seems like the person behind this production and design knows what they're making, and they're not just making something out of their ass. They actually took the time, and looking at these designs, again, these are all pivotal parts of Undertaker's career. You know, of course, the Undertaker logo, which is very iconic. You have the tombstone on the bottom left here, which says Buried Alive, which is a very significant match and arc that Undertaker had in his career with Kane. You know, I don't know if you guys know who Kane is. This is his brother, his quote-unquote brother. And then, of course, you have the...
Wait, are you saying they're not really brothers?
They're not. Sorry to
what?
burst your bubble there, but it was all a storyline, man. But you know,
it's still real to me, damn it.
The bottom right, you have the Hell in a Cell cage, which is one of Undertaker's iconic matches that he has had throughout his career. And then, of course, the back hit, you know, is just really, really, you know, you have the Kane Undertaker stare down. You have just multiple images here, you know, of Taker. You have the coffin, the tombstone, the coffin, and then you have the Inferno match right here. So, guys, again, there's a lot of details and little hints of this shirt that was designed. And the whole Paul Bearer thing, there's an urn here. So if you look, I don't think you could see it right here, but Paul Bearer's face is there. And that was something that me and Mac were talking about, you know, where, you know, that's like, we're like, how could you not put Paul Bearer in there? But they did. And, you know, again, like, they really went out their way with the design of this shirt. And here's the other, this is the American Badass Undertaker shirt. So here's the front of it. And then here's the back. Personally, the back is my favorite, but this is when Undertaker changed his whole persona.
I gotta get that so bad.
Well, they still have it. I have up to 3X.
Hey, that might be a bit of a tight squeeze, but fuck it, that's weight goals.
Well, dude, they do take pay in 4. I'm just saying.
That was gonna be my next question. They fucking take pay in 4. Yes, baby, we doing this.
And their shirts are oversized, so. And here's
oh my god! Yeah, I don't like the hoodie.
Really?
I don't like that. I like the back hit, the front hit. That is. Oh god, that's so stupid.
This?
That's fucking stupid.
Well, damn. Okay.
Like
well,
I like the Attitude Era T-shirt. I fucking love the American Badass T-shirt. I don't like the front of that hoodie. That image is fucking stupid.
I mean, it's all right. It's not the best image, but you know, definitely the weaker of the 3. I think the first, the best one is the Lord of Darkness one, the Attitude Era.
No, American Badass. Come on, man.
I mean, the American Badass is dope, but again, like, my point being, like, they
make really good shit.
They really know what they're doing. And then, of course, here's a bonus. Here's a Stone. I actually have this one, which is their Stone Cold tee.
Oh, that's actually pretty awesome. What does the back look like? Okay.
So, and then you.
Why are you doing this to me, Rez?
I'm just saying, like, bro, like Mitchell and Ness is doing this, okay? Not me. Mitchell and Ness is doing this. So, oh, and then they did a Sopranos one, but it sold out. So, I don't know anything about the Sopranos, though. I haven't seen it, so couldn't tell you. Mac might be able to tell you more about it, but yeah. So, what the hell happened to Adam? Where'd he go again?
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
Let's see. Let's highlight some comments here. American Badass Taker is the worst Taker.
That's actually false. That's actually false.
Is Dr. Isaac Yankem his cousin? They didn't give the mortician enough love. Lame. I don't love the hoodie either. Didn't like the Austin hoodie either. I got the Undertaker one just, you know, because I don't know. Like I like
grabbed the Undertaker hoodie.
I did.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, yeah, it's not that bad then, I guess.
It's not like totally honest with you. It's not the best design, but I like it. You know, I like it.
I mean, I'm sure it's like the screen on it and everything is quality. Oh, I'm such a contrarian. Fuck you. I'm not being a contrarian. American Badass has always been my favorite Undertaker.
If you want to, 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 if you want Okay, that's fair. No, that's fair. We could save that conversation for another day because not everybody in here is into wrestling. But going back, like again, like my point being the whole design thing. Like there's a lot of brands that are doing this now, and also that's another thing too because I did a video from another brand that mailed me a care package of some of these teas, which I'm waiting to upload. I'm just waiting for the brand to be okay with it and give me the green light before I upload it. So that's coming real soon. But like this whole wave of things, like what's the next wave gonna be, and how is Mitchell and Ness going to try and replicate that? Like, do you think that obviously Mitchell and Ness dabbles with a lot of sports, but do you think if there's like a new wave that Mitchell and Ness will try to replicate it if it's not sports related?
Well, I mean, heck, they literally sponsored an entire tour. Remember that 24 karat gold thing with Bruno Mars?
Yes.
I mean, who knows? Like, I know that they're, primarily known for sports, but it's like now they've been starting to dabble into a little more pop culture, probably the prime example being that 24 karat magic tour. When was that, like 5 years ago now? Something like that? If I remember right. Because I know they sold the stuff on Mitchell and Ness's website, but yeah, like I say, it's just pretty much anymore. A lot of these companies, that's what they do. They just chase the trends, and yeah, that's kind of the way it is. I mean,
have you guys like bought into the hype? Like, have you guys bought any shirts like this or anything from Mitchell and Ness like that replicates this? Whether it be just to wear around the house or to gift it to somebody, or have you dropped any money on that product whatsoever? So
no, not me personally or anything like that, but I'm not necessarily one of those that would be opposed. At the very least, just see if it's actually as bad as I think it is, or if it's better than I think it is, or whatever. But for me, it's just one of those things where it just really doesn't, make me want to go, oh, I want this, or, it doesn't really give me any sort of reaction that tells me that, I need to buy this now sort of thing. It's it is what it is. I mean,
yeah,
basically is what it comes down to for me.
I like the style shirts because I'm a sports fan / pop culture fan, and jerseys aren't always everyday wear. That is,
yeah, exactly.
But I do feel like Mitchell and Ness will try to make it everyday wear. I mean, we've kind of seen this already with like the fashion jerseys and the Hulu and the No Limit, like like a lot of those,
Budweiser.
But Budweiser, like they just want to like get the piece, like they want their piece of the pie in any way that they can get it. And I just feel like at that point it kind of butchers their whole mission statement. They've been doing this for a long time now.
They gotta change their mission statement.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest issue for a lot of us is that they stand by Nostalgia Company. Their name is Mitchell and Ness Nostalgia Company, but they're dropping stuff that recently is like a trend of 2023 or whatever. So I don't know, man. Like I don't know where it goes from here. I don't know how long this trend's gonna last. I hope it does last for a long time because personally, it's one of my favorite type of T-shirt designs. But it's just there's a certain way to do it and go about doing it because, like, again, it's not just something.
Maybe you're in. I'm not trying to question your method, but you're in it right now. That shit is dope right now for you. Maybe 2 years from now, like, what the fuck? I got all these damn T-shirts. You're gonna start hating them or something. But you might not even think that right now. Like, no, you crazy? I love these shirts.
Yeah.
2 years from now, you're probably gonna be like, what the fuck, man?
No, like I completely get that because there have been things where I got into like super heavy, and I'm like, why the fuck did I, do that, or why do I have so many of them? So that's a fair point. Right now, like I said, I don't really have any, I don't have any desire to stop collecting these shirts or wearing these types of designs. I really like them. There might be a point where I do grow out of them and just be like, I don't want to wear these types of shirts anymore. But again, that's one of those things where it's like, be true to yourself, I guess. You know, like I always I always liked these shirts, but I never really knew how to obtain them, or it's different now because you have people that can actually, you know, like I can actually reach out to somebody like Mac and hit him up and be like, hey, I want a shirt. Can you put some input based on, you know, or can you make something based on my input? Where as of before, it's like I have to go to a Warriors game and I go in the side corner of First Street and see this dude and see what he has. It's not like that anymore because there's options, you know, and that kind of, I guess, makes this fun and it makes it creative. But yeah, just highlight Sam's comment. Mitchell and Ness will probably make those old Looney Tunes tees with the characters wearing throwbacks. They probably will, and those will probably come back at some point. You know, there's a lot of you know, what's old is new. That's Bond, man. Like that's a very true and accurate statement. And you know, like I really just hope that it doesn't get to the point where, well, I mean, it's going. I feel like it's going to get to that point where everybody's just going to be tired of it. They're just going to be like, "Oh my gosh, you're beating a dead horse." You know, we already kind of see that, you know, with Mitchell and Ness because constantly we see like what Mitchell and Ness and other brands are doing, and it's like, dude, you guys are super late to the party. Like, you know, just to highlight, like, you remember when Mitchell and Ness was doing the Bape stuff? Like,
oh, sweet. Yeah.
They were super late to that party. I feel like I have something from that line, but like, you know, it was a little kind of like past its prime, if you will, already by the time they had started doing that.
Yeah, and that just feels like fashion in general and stuff like that too, and just everything has its. Basically, it seems like everything, especially in pop culture, kind of has a shelf life, for lack of a better term, and then it's just like, and then they either try to bring it back a few years later, or like case in point, like you said, like the nostalgia, like the 90s, 80s, and 90s designs are becoming really popular again. I mean, again, just as much, you know, as much as I hate to say, you know, like beating a dead horse here, but even look at the NHL with the reverse retro line. A lot of those jerseys were inspired by designs from like the 90s and 80s and stuff like that, and those things sold immediately, you know. And I know I have a few of those in my collection and stuff like that too. It's just like what's old is new, like you were saying, and nostalgia will always have a place in people's hearts. And so, yeah, I mean, and now it's a lot easier to make stuff like that too. Now, whether or not the quality is there or whatever your thoughts and opinions and stuff like that are, you know, it just kind of is what it is. It's just, and as a collector, it sucks and it can be, you know, really annoying and this and that and the other thing. But it just seems like it's just, it's been something that's been kind of bugging me too over the last few years. It just feels like the quality isn't there. It just feels like everything is just being oversaturated and therefore, you know, monopolized, and basically capitalism and this and that. And that's a completely different debate for a different day. But yeah, I mean, I just hope this doesn't, yeah, I just hope this doesn't become too much more of a animal than it already is, or however you want to say it there. It's just very frustrating. I will say that.
So if I could just throw this question out there, you know, if you had control, like let's say you were a brand and you were making something like this, what would you change, or would you change anything, or the way you would go about making something like this? Like, put yourself in a position where you're a sportswear brand like Mitchell Ness, and you're catering to, you know, making these designs. Would you pursue that for one? You know, because you're probably looking at it like there's money to be made, or would you just be like, no, I'm pulling the plug on this and just staying to my, you know, my cream of the crop?
Well, for me, honestly, it basically just depends, because I don't want to be like a hypocrite and say that I wouldn't necessarily, especially if there's like, if I feel like I can make just as good of a product, if not better, for like, you know, the same or, you know, a decent price. Because what it comes down to for stuff like that is the cost to price to, you know, like size ratio and stuff like that. Basically, you want to make your stuff high enough where, you know, you can make a profit on it, but also you don't want to go too high to, you know, dissuade people from wanting to buy stuff. Especially in this day and age where money, you know, just doesn't quite seem to go as far as it used to, or whatever you want to say there, you know, and just everyday life and stuff like that. But honestly, I probably would just kind of like test the market, like test the waters and see what the overall thoughts and opinions are. You know, maybe not try to go too crazy right away, because where I think a lot of these companies might fall off is they try to push too much of like a certain thing and then it just kind of dies off, you know, especially because in fashion, especially, trends can change weekly, daily, even, you know. So what is popular today might not be popular in 2 weeks. And then as a business partner, you're like, well, now I have this crap ton of stuff in a warehouse that's, you know, sitting, and you can't even get rid of it for, you know, free, even, because it's just so
just there.
yeah, basically that's what I would say is I'd kind of test the market and just kind of see, like, put feelers out there, but make sure that I give as good of quality as I can for the price that I make it and all that stuff. So, but anyway, fellas, I suppose I got to roll out here. I got to start getting ready and all that stuff. So, well, are you planning on doing one next Wednesday, or?
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely do plan on doing another live next Wednesday, man. So I appreciate you, Jake, for providing your input, man.
Yeah, like I say, I always love, you know, talking about these, especially when you can kind of put a little bit of real life perspective in things too, because that's one thing I've always liked about these panels and stuff like that is it's your real and honest opinion, even if you can't necessarily word it the way you want to, or you feel like, you know, you need to or whatever, but it's just always nice to just kind of be able to vent and just sort of, you know, give your opinion without feeling like, you know, you're going to be ridiculed or, you know, made fun of or anything like that. So I do genuinely appreciate it. You know, that's why I love jumping on these. And again, congratulations on 75, and here's to hopefully 75 more.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. Well said. Couldn't have said it any better, Jake.
All right. Well, you fellas have a good night, and
all right, man.
We'll talk to you later.
All right, have a good night, Jake. I appreciate Jake, man, hopping on. He is a very loyal subscriber and follower on the lives, man. Go check him out. He does a lot of dope Minnesota content, of sports content. You know, he has big Minnesota Wild, Timberwolves, and, you know, I don't know if he's is he a Twins fan? I think he is, but check him out anyways, regardless, man. He does a lot of Minnesota stuff. But I don't know where Eli is, actually. Dude has been MIA for a cool minute on the live, man. And just to kind of highlight real quick, GTC says, how can I make it cheaper, faster into your hands while trends are up? In this economy, all of this was designed years ago and hitting markets later with people out of work. Nobody is buying. I definitely agree with that. I think right now we're kind of in a recession where people are kind of holding off, not just with these style T-shirts, but just product in general. Next, though, make sure it's to say keep calm, whatever team of your choice. It's funny because Jake was actually wearing a keep calm shirt. Yeah, he is a Twins fan. Okay, for sure. I do want to switch gears a little bit, and I know we did talk about this on your live snacks, but I kind of wanted to.
Nobody watched that. So.
What you mean? Nah, man. Like I kind of want to just highlight real quick. You know, my trip and your guys' trips as well, because you guys were all part of this as well. But I do want to talk about, you know, when I flew out there on the East Coast, man. Again, I'm going to publicly tell you thank you, you know, for really just inviting me and the rest of the guys to your humble home, man. And thank you to your girl for creating a delicious spread for all of us. If you guys weren't there, like I said, man, you guys missed out on something very, very memorable. It was a very unforgettable experience for me. I can't speak on everybody's behalf. I can only speak on mine, but I'm telling you from my point of view, somebody who came from the West Coast and flew out to the East Coast for the very first time solo, it was quite the adventure, man. I'll tell you that. Speaking of the adventure, we got another guy right here in the house. Bayer. Good, homie.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
How you doing?
Oh no, just chilling, man. We was talking about the Mitchell and Ness style tees and kind of
I
switching
saw
gears.
that.
But like going out to the East Coast is definitely something that I'll remember for the first time. I'm definitely gonna go out there again, but like first time, first impressions, everything. Really meeting Snacks and King Leo rivalry and so many other great people there, man, was just an experience like no other. I wish the weather was a little bit better on the days that we were there, because it did rain pretty hard out there in Hartford. One of the days I was out there, so I didn't really get to go out too much. But being under one roof with these guys and just kind of talking shop, it's interesting because last night I was actually watching a video that I did. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did a video with a Zoom call with a lot of you guys. And it was kind of, talking about, jerseys and being like kind of like a reunion, because we kind of just started linking up again. This was during the pandemic, and we were just kind of talking shop and just reminiscing about a lot of stuff. And it was one of those things, man, where I got like really emotional because there was a conversation in there that was mentioned briefly, like, I've never met you guys. I hope to meet you guys one day. And that happened like last week. So if you guys are wondering what that video is, I'll post a link right there in the chat if you want to check that out later on. But, basically what I wanted to do was I wanted to get all of us under one roof and kind of just talk about, our experiences knowing each other for as long as we have, through the videos that we posted on YouTube. I know there's some members here that are newer. I know Bay Area Throwbacks, like me and you just kind of linked up like not too long ago, a few years, like maybe like, when was it? I don't remember.
It was like the first time was like 2 years ago, and then again maybe like a year ago.
Okay. So in the last 3 years or so, we linked up, but some of you guys like Snacks, like I've known you when I was in high school, college, like long time, but I just met you for the first time like last week. Was it last week or the week before? So yeah. It's just kind of surreal. I don't know what your thoughts were, because again, like I know first impressions are everything. Like I don't know what your impression was of me or with anybody else, because I know you met some of those other guys already, but you met me and I think Luca for the first time.
I met you, Luca, and Adam for the first time. It was dope. We all met up at the Hall of Fame. It was surreal because, like you said, knowing you for so long, it's like, and it's crazy because it was natural. It wasn't odd. It wasn't like awkward or anything like that. It was just basically like this, but in the same room. And it was a dope
in that room. Crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad you. Yeah, actually, he was in this room, so it's crazy. Yeah. That we made out the trip, and that's something that that was on your New Year's resolution video live. You said that was one of your goals, and you accomplished that goal, man. You just went for it, and I'm glad that it was just, it was more planned out this time around. And with me and Mac, Mac was the first person I hit. Like, yo, what do you think about this idea? Let's do it. Put the word out, and everybody that I put the word out to came out. So it was dope, and it was a dope reunion, and I'm glad it happened. And it was a great time. We made the best out of the weather. We made the best out of it, and it was just laughs and no awkward silences, no awkward nothing. It was just a dope time, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. GTC, just to highlight his comment, he said, yes, I'm waiting for part 2. He's referring to my vlog because I did vlog my trip out there. It's coming real soon. I'm anticipating it'll be out probably Friday or by the weekend, and hopefully I could finish this out by next week. So I do plan to make this a 3-part video or 3-part series. Episode 1 is out now if you want to check that out. It's my latest video that I've uploaded. But I was out there for 5 days. I went to 3 different states in the 5 days that I was there. I went to New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and I was in Connecticut. So that's still crazy to me, like considering like how close states are on the East Coast. Like I live in California, guys, and we all, like, if you guys live in California, you guys know how big California is. Northern California and Southern California is probably about like a 6 to 7 hour drive, depending on traffic. So there's definitely a big gap, you know, as opposed to in the East Coast. Like I think, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but like I think New Hampshire to Connecticut is like a 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive.
It's a little longer than that.
Longer? Okay. Yeah, it felt like it was that long. So
yeah, you know what it was? He probably was like in deep conversation, and it sounds like the rides with all you guys together. It sounded like a blast. You guys just chatting up.
yeah, that's another interesting conversation that we had in the car when we were driving there because it was raining. We did do a back-to-back trip from New Hampshire to Connecticut. So we did it on a Saturday, and then we drove back to New Hampshire, and then again on Sunday we drove back to Connecticut again, and then back to New Hampshire. So that was quite the excursion. I think Max GPS routed him in like the boonies. So we like ended up in like some like countryside scenery, which was pretty dope. Man, you guys have so much like green, like lush trees out there. Like, and I'm not talking about like marijuana. I'm talking about like the actual like trees. Right. You know, like you guys have so much like agriculture out there in the West Coast, man. Like it's like dead mountains and
dead mountains. Jeez.
Brush. Like, I mean, Bay Area, you could probably attest for this. Like the grass out here in California is not green. Like a lot of people make it seem to be. Everybody talks about palm trees and beautiful weather, but it's like we have drought, you know, we got wildfires and shit like that.
It depends where you go because, like you said, California is so big that, like, I mean, there's parts of California where it snows. You know what I mean? Like, it's really so big that we always think about like the Bay and LA, but it's like there is a lot of land, even in the Bay. If you go by what's it called, like Half Moon Bay and all that, like it's pretty green. You know what I mean? It kind of just depends where you go. But I get like, but when you do the drive from the Bay to LA, it's just like dead farmland. Like it's nothing.
Yeah.
That looks good, you know.
It's super dead.
Especially because when I think of like California, I think about palm trees and beaches and
that's you're thinking about LA. You're not thinking about California. That's LA.
Yeah, it's very true.
I never started going to the beaches till I lived in Southern California because in the Bay, all the beaches are cold. There's no reason to go to the beach in San Francisco or anything.
There's no good beaches in Northern California.
Yeah, you got to go to SoCal for that.
Like, I know people say, "Oh, Santa Cruz is dope." It's like it's cold, bro.
That's cool for the boardwalk, not for the beach. And even that, it's right next to the beach, so it's cold.
Right.
Yeah, and like people get so I get it because people think Connecticut, they think this is just a bunch of fucking rich and fucking mountains, and this is where they make butter and turn butter and cows.
I didn't even know.
It's like we have our city, like you know what I'm saying. My city, Hartford, is mostly Puerto Rican and black, and so it's so we have one of the most famous Nipsey Hussle fucking
murals
things, and that shit is worldwide. That fucking collage that you went to, it's really popular. It's like the second, I think, most popular one.
Wow.
So yeah, like we're full of culture here, man. That's what I like about Hartford, man. So
yeah, no, like in the short time that I was there, I felt the vibes. Like it definitely had its own vibe, and like I could see the culture, even though I was just there for like a brief, few hours. And I know we spent most of the time in your crib and stuff, and we had to fight night and stuff. But like the one highlight, I think, when I went out there, aside from meeting you and the other guys, was that night we went to that food market or that spot at night. It was really cool. The weather was beautiful. It was like the week before. It was the weekend before 4th of July.
Yeah.
And it was just really dope vibes. It was good music. They had a DJ, and there was just like a lot of different food vendors from different like cultures and stuff. And it was just a chill vibe, man. Like
definitely chill vibes, man.
We had
I know we ate that. I know we ate that food. That's like it was like sucked because we ate that fucking disgusting ass fucking
at the food court.
That mall food, and everybody was full. And we had all this delicious food around us, and
this is gonna sound crazy, but I feel like the food court food that I had, which was Asian food, It's Chinese food, generic Chinese food, is what tasted better than the food out here in the Chinese food here in the West Coast and the food courts. Like, I'm not like, I know people are gonna be like, "What the hell?" Like, I told I
heard that before from other people too.
Yeah, I told my wife that, and she got offended. She was like, "No." She's like, "You don't say that in this household." I'm like, "What you mean?" Like, that's what it is. Like, that's my opinion, you know. But it just tasted differently. Like, it tasted like really good, in my opinion. But it's expensive as fuck. I was like, "Damn, bro." I spent like $20 on like.
Well, that's the mall though, man.
$20 though? That's crazy, bro. Like in our malls, that's like $13 like for a 2-combo plate.
That's Holyoke Mall. Holyoke Mall's a little expensive.
That's crazy. That was kind of crazy. But like again, like you had to be there, man. Like I just feel like for the people that weren't there, again, I'm not trying to rub it in. Like I know Bay Area, I know you want to make it out, but you know, you just couldn't make it work. But like for people that had the opportunity to go, but was like second guessing, like you guys missed out, man. I'm sorry. Like I don't want to rub it in, but like it's just one of those things where it's like we don't get opportunities like this where a lot of us can just meet in person. And you know, we had that. I had that opportunity last week or the week before last week, and it's just definitely something that I'll always be grateful for. And again, you know, Snacks, if you ever decide to come out to the West Coast, man, you know, just hit me up.
The way you're describing it, I don't want to go. Bad food and no green.
No,
I don't want to go over there.
I think the most important thing, though, if you decide to go to California, is you got to decide whether you want to go to North or South SoCal, because they're two different, like, and they're in the same state, but they're two different, like, vibes. Like, depends on what you're trying to do.
Well, I'm staying in one of y'all rooms, so I don't know wherever it is. I'm staying in one of y'all. I ain't fucking going over there by myself.
You're probably gonna like Bay Area throwback spot because he's always in his tank top with his taco meat out. So
taco meat.
But again, you know, like I said, like my crib is not as big as yours, but definitely have a spot for, you know, one or two of you guys out here if you ever want to crash.
I can right between you and your wife. I'd be like this.
You sleep with my dog. You sleep with my dog right there.
Oh, I'll definitely sleep with your dog.
Right there.
Oh yeah. He probably bite my ass. Get the fuck off my bed.
So
he said Houston is where it's at.
I've never been to Houston. You know, I my wife doesn't want to go to Texas. I don't know why. Like I definitely want to go out there. I want to go to a Mavericks game, you know, but not, or a Rockets game, but like, you know, I don't really have any aspirations to go out there anytime soon. So
I'm trying to go to Texas.
Texas?
I'm trying to go to Houston.
I mean, like I hear like out of Houston, San Antonio, or Dallas, like where would you want to go the most?
Houston, just because like that's
the Astros.
When I think of Texas, just because when I think of Texas, I think of Houston. Like I guess because all the shows I hear about Texas, it's Houston. All the rappers I listen to from Texas are from Houston. So it's mostly all like Houston. So I'd be down to go. Plus, my girl's little youngest sister just got into Rice University, which is, if I'm not mistaken, in Houston. So now I have a reason to go visit. So I'll probably go there.
Is it Mike Jones from Houston?
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Switch the house.
Paul Wall.
Switch the house. Oh, Millionaire. That's where it's at.
I used to have Paul Wall's the People's Champ CD with the was it the slowed and screwed, whatever, chopped and screwed.
Chopped and screwed. Yeah.
I love Paul Wall, man.
Paul Wall's dope. Bro, he's still doing big things, man. Like if you look him up,
he look crazy. You know, some people lose a lot of weight. They look crazy. Like
all of them look pretty crazy, bro. Like you know who else looks really crazy? You remember Rich Boy?
Oh yeah,
he's on that. You know that dude?
Yeah,
What happened to him?
Bro, you gotta look him up, man. He's like, bro, he's like lost. He's gone.
Rich Boy Q, right? Some shit like that.
Just Rich Boy, but he's gone down like the deep end, dude. Like,
yeah, I saw him. He had the big gardening things, and he was like trying to attack somebody, like,
yeah,
he was, like
bro,
just like boxers or something.
He's gone downhill, bro. Like,
yeah, he got caught up. He was like locked up or something, got arrested. I don't know. You could tell he's, you know, drugs got the best of him probably.
Oh yeah, he looks crazy,
bro. Yeah, he looks super crazy. Like I saw a story of him, like what Bay Area was saying. I was like, what the fuck?
But I think that's what happens to like some people who they get so big so quick, but it's for such a short time. They don't know how to go back to living a normal life, so it screws with them. Like we're used to living a normal life. That's all we know. But like when you have that short period of like feeling like you're on top of the world and you lose it, it's kind of like it doesn't feel right to go back to regular living. So it's like I think some of them they kind of lose their minds.
Yeah, no, that's what it looked like. I mean, it always seems like that with a lot of like celebs, especially for somebody like Rich Boy. Like I don't know how long he was popular for. I know he was big. Yeah, I know he was big with that song, and he did a couple of other things.
He had a couple other songs, yeah, but it was like a quick like 2 years in and out, year and a half.
Yeah. So, so Bay Area, I know you got some pickups, man. I know you got a lot of game worn jerseys, man. You want to share some of those?
Yeah, I'll grab it real quick.
This dude moved up another level. Now he's getting gamers now, bro.
He don't even want to buy my shit.
Hollywood on us, man.
I try to sell him like my shit for the load. He's like, oh nah, like I'm.
If it ain't game used, if it ain't game used, I ain't fucking with it.
I was like, I see how it is. So I just can't I can't justify getting into like gamers, bro. Like just one, it's expensive as fuck. Like two, like it's literally. You have to
it's really expensive if you get good players.
Yeah, and I mean you have to have like the same build as the fucking player. Like not everybody is built like
a Bartolo Colon jersey. That's the only thing.
No, but with baseball, that's the main sport you could like the average person could fit. Those guys aren't that.
The average person.
Those guys aren't that big.
So what about that Pablo Sandoval one that you got? That
wasn't game used. That was a set of 4 jerseys I got for like $150, and that was just a retail authentic. That was hell no. That wasn't if that was a game used Pablo Sandoval, would be way too big for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, he used a panda for the reason. Shit.
Yeah, no, that wasn't game used, but I mean, baseball is the best way to go with game. I mean, I'm 5'10", 210 pounds, so like I could fit a baseball player's jersey. Basketball is too long. Football, their jerseys are just weird, and then I mean, hockey jerseys are hella big when it comes to gamers. But I got this one.
I like that one.
The Gigantes jersey. They've only wore the gray ones 3 times. So this was the first time in 2009, and it has like the date on it, which is dope.
That's fair.
Randy Wynn, he was a good player. I mean, lifetime 284 hitter for 13 years. That's good.
Damn,
I honestly don't like that it's autographed. I wish they got rid of that. But
bro, you gonna wear that?
Hell yeah, I don't buy it to put it up.
Don't take that tag off then, bro.
What tag? You talking about this?
Yeah, the authentication, because I think it might leave a mark.
Oh, okay. Well, good to know. But that's what I don't like about the older the gamers from Majestic. They put them in like random spots. That's why like Nike and the newer Majestic put it where it's kind of like hidden down here. Yeah. But here it's like blind spot right in the whatever. Anyways, I got that one, and then I got this one, which is Livan Hernandez. But this isn't a gamer though. Like he's hella big too. He's like 500 pounds, so I wouldn't fit that. But
500 pounds.
No, whoa.
500 pounds.
No, he was a big boy though.
I ain't no fucking 500 pounds, 500 pounds. God damn.
Bro.
He ain't I'm kidding. He ain't 500 pounds. He was big though.
No, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about him. You comparing that motherfucker to me. That's the one I got a problem with.
I never said you.
I was like, no, he's not 500 pounds. No, fuck, he said 500 pounds at Albert in the same sentence.
I did not say Albert. I said Livan Hernandez.
No, I thought you said like Albert. I was like, what?
No. I said Livan Hernandez.
Oh shit! Okay, I was just saying. I was projecting my feelings to
you. You were about to cancel that. You're about to cancel my trip real quick, huh? No, I got Livan Hernandez, and but this was they stopped wearing these jerseys in '99, and that was his first year there for like half a year. So. Yeah. But I don't know if you guys know about Livan Hernandez, but he defected from Cuba, and his brother was El Duque from the Yankees, his half brother. Yeah, he won the World Series and the National League Championship Series MVP with the Marlins his rookie year.
That was the Deion Sanders era, right? That jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. They wore these from '94 to '99.
Oh, that'll be a dope.
I still need that style. I don't have that style jersey.
No, yeah. So I mean, those are the ones pretty much I got. Then the Panda one, but that one I sent to Ben Shapiro to add the World Series patch on.
Ben Shapiro
from the group.
That's what's
my bad. We have a lawyer over here called Ben Shapiro.
It's from the group.
Iverson.
Yeah, Mac. That was the worst umpire game probably of all time. But I think people let it go because of that was like barely after he came here from Cuba. That was insane though. That was the worst umpire game ever. But it was history because of it.
You got that Iverson under $100, huh?
Yep.
That's fire, bro.
I actually like this. It's gonna be a new style.
I got something too that actually.
You got it in. I got the same bag too.
You guys.
Yeah, it came in the same bag.
Yeah, I got the same package, but it's a different jersey. So it says I still haven't let it go. Clearly. So this one, I had this before, but I got rid of it, and then I was like trying to get it back.
You know how many times I had this damn jersey?
I know. I mean, you had like how many Iverson jerseys? Like,
I got every Iverson jersey, everything. I got every Sixers jersey that Mitchell and Ness made. No, I'm lying. I need that Nats one.
The one that Mitchell and Ness made, they did that shit wrong, right? Didn't they get?
Nah, people are being sticklers, man. They're being in the Bay Area. Well, technically.
Yeah, I got this back in the collection. So.
Oh, that's dope.
I used to have that jersey.
Really?
The West in the back. Yeah.
I used to have this too.
Yeah, I remember how I used to have the hat, the West hat.
I could put this with the Marshall Moss since they're both in West Virginia.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So,
Fire.
yeah, I got that, and then the Gervin, the Eastern Michigan one should be here tomorrow.
I thought that was gonna be the one that you showed us.
Nah, I got this from another seller, but it was I got this for like under $40.
150.
Who?
You said 150 you paid?
No, I said I got this for under $40.
Oh, but say you pay 150 for that, you could bugging.
Oh hell nah! I would never spend 150 on there. Never, ever. Like, what else I got? I got other shit that's coming in too, but you know.
I got this one not till after Memorial Day though, but it's the team issue 2018 Gorgis Hernandez Memorial Day jersey. So
that's fire.
It might be So that was cool with that. So that was another one I got received.
You know what jersey I want to get? I want to get a Buckeyes jersey.
Damn right, you need a Buckeyes jersey.
I have all these colleges, but I don't have a Buckeyes jersey. Shit. Maybe I'll get a Michigan one though. I don't know.
Fuck you. Don't wear none of that shit around me, bro.
Tom Brady, Michigan.
Tom Brady. He was a bum in Michigan.
What about so what about like the like Chris Webber? Like, do you like Michigan basketball or you just hate Michigan in general?
I won't wear nothing Michigan.
So no basketball, no.
No. You will never see me in. The only time you ever see me in navy blue and yellow, whatever, is when I wear a Pacers jersey, and I got rid of it because I don't want to. You will never see me in that mix of colors.
Damn,
that's how much I hate Michigan.
Wow.
JTC Real can go suck my ass. That's what he can do.
He said, "Fuck us." What I wonder what college team is GTC because I think he's from California. So what is your Stanford?
He better not say anybody from fucking California.
White Chocolate and Randy Moss would be two great bootlegs.
They went to Rand. They were from Rand.
Yeah. I got a jersey that I never thought was made, and it's coming in I don't know when it's gonna come in. Actually, I have to message the seller. So
What
I've
is
been
it?
on a college kick lately. I've been getting a lot of like college gridiron like legends and stuff. So this is Michigan. You're not a Michigan fan, bro.
He's trolling. He is trolling.
You just said, bro.
I only know one Michigan fan, and that's my boy, Black Ass African.
Oh, he's a Michigan fan? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a huge Michigan fan.
Yeah, that was so bad. Every strike. Dude, like, I want to get a Red Sox jersey now, bro. Like, go to fantasy, like, fuck, man. That shit made me feel some
jersey.
What, a Red Sox jersey?
Yeah, that shit made me feel some type of way, bro. Maybe a Yaz. Like, I think Yastrzemski would be dope because, you know, obviously there's some ties in San Francisco with Yaz.
Mike's grandpa.
Yeah. That'd be cool. And then doing that tour, bro, like, that made me want to get a Ted Williams jersey. So, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah, greatest hitter of all time.
I'm not trolling. You're a real Michigan fan. You're ban that dude, bro.
I'm not sure. Go blue, baby. That's what he said. Oh man. Wish Mitchell Ness made an Olajuwon college jersey from his Spice Line Jamba days. They probably will. I mean, they're doing a lot of college jerseys now. Like they did the.
It's crazy. I just saw that. It's crazy that you even said that because I saw.
Did they make it, or are they making it?
They made an Akeem one with Akeem on the back. Yo, that's crazy that he said that. What are the things happen for a reason, bro?
Well, bro, they listen to us.
Said that. I was literally just watching. Look at that. Look. I'm swearing to God. Look. I'm good. This is my home page.
Oh, let me highlight your screen.
Wait up. This is my home page. This is my home page, right? Wait up. There goes my home page, right? And look what's there. Like, what are the odds? So
listen,
jersey.
That's 29.34, right? Oh,
yeah.
bro.
This is and it was Akeem.
Yeah, that one is fire.
This
like
so
I thought about getting that.
I saw City of Winners is selling that one.
Bro, he has the Oscar Robertson Cincinnati one too that I want, but I'm like, fuck.
And he has the
Len Bias.
He has like 4 something. He bugging.
Oh, bro, that shit's gonna cost a grip.
This dude said Timbiaka Batuka. You don't know about Timbiaka Batuka. That dude killed us.
Woodson, Harbaugh, Rick Leach, Desmond Howard.
Timbiaka Batuka.
What? He's going to the Sox? I don't think so.
What Sox? The White Sox? Red Sox?
Yeah, I think he's talking about Red Sox.
Yeah, he is not going to no Red Sox.
That's crazy, bro. He goes to the Sox? No way.
Nah, he ain't going to no cold weather team.
The Giants, bro. If the Giants, that shit would be nuts, bro. Flying too damn cheap to offer. So, what did you guys think about the baseball All-Star game?
The only one that's real.
I saw your story. Yeah, you're like so adamant. You're like there is no other greater All-Star than baseball.
So, yo, get some oil on that fucking chair that you was fucking. Are you hearing?
That's the one I'm sitting on right now.
That's all you heard, bro.
That's the one I'm sitting on right now.
I think you was so like animated that you could hear. You was like, no, like somebody's arguing against you. Like, no, it's fucking the best. What are you talking about?
I like when people get animated like that because it shows how passionate they are. Like,
yeah,
I know how passionate you are with baseball. Like, both of you guys, you know, because like baseball, like I said, I like baseball, but it's not really like I'm not really like an enthusiast like that. You know what I mean? Like, I just like the vibes, like going to like a game and stuff. But like, you guys are like super intricate with your shit, man. Like, I wouldn't even
be not as hardcore as Bay Area.
Well, I wouldn't even be able to point the shit out that like some of you guys point out like in your videos and shit. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I mean, you used to play baseball Bay Area, so like so you probably why you partake in being so critical with like jerseys and shit. Like, but
I want to hit a home run, bro, so bad, man. I want to know that sensation, man.
You want to hit a home run so bad?
I do, man. Not in a game. I just want like somebody like I want my dad to throw a little lob to me and hit a home run and be like,
I hit one in my life, and that was like the one and done. I did it in PE. And
that don't count, man. I want like an official field.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you play like an actual game, like shit, bro. Like,
Pee-wee, bro. The Pee-wee, I could fucking kick a baseball at a home run. What are you talking about? Pee-wee don't count.
Yeah, that's true. It is probably the best All-Star game, but that's not saying much.
So my thing is, it's the only All-Star game where you could watch the All-Star game in a regular season game, and it's the same. Like you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
But it's meaningful because you get home field advantage for the World
Series.
Well,
not anymore. That's over.
Oh, they don't do that anymore. Oh, okay, never mind.
But that's what I'm saying. Either way, but you can't not play baseball. Like basketball, you can literally not play defense. Football,
you can't fake playing baseball. Like
you could maybe not die for a ball, but even then, it's like naturally you're gonna usually do it. And if you saw how animated the players were at the game yesterday, how excited they were when they won, like they were into that.
What's up with the home run derby? They have like bonus time and combos. That's what Max says. Strohs the home derby. Home run derby is
wasn't it like Guerrero his son 181?
See, but the thing is, because it's time, the guys, I got a whole thing about that too. That home run derby's whack. It was better with 10 outs because they're not even doing real swings. They're just rushing. You can't see the ball land. They have a split screen because it's time.
Oh yeah, because they're trying to rush.
Once the guy swings, he's already another pitch, so you don't even see the ball land. Like, what's the point of a home run derby if I can't see the ball land? You know what I mean? Like,
well, what would you say would be like what was the greatest All-Star game, baseball All-Star game that you watched in your lifetime?
One of the one I have with the most memories that I remember was the 2001 one where what's his name? Ripken hit the home run in his last All-Star game, and A-Rod had him go to back to shortstop after not playing there forever. So that was a good one. The one in Miller Park in Milwaukee was good when Torrey Hunter robbed the Bonds home run. That was a good one. But I think that was one that ended in a tie game, and everyone hated Bud Selig for that. Mm. But I mean, the one last night was pretty good too. The middle of the game got dead, but I mean, it was a close game. Oh, and then the National League won for the first time since 2012, so that was cool. Yesterday's was cool.
That shit was so
gotcha. He said that shit was so staged. Talking about the All-Star game. I mean, I could say like with the NBA, like All-Stars, like it is a joke now. Like it's been like that for a while.
Football is the biggest joke.
Oh man, yeah, like the Pro Bowl, like where where is it now? Is it in Vegas?
Yeah, yeah.
Vegas. Fucking whack. Vegas? I haven't watched a Pro Bowl game seriously. I think last time I watched a Pro Bowl game, I think Randy Moss was still the Vikings.
Damn, that was a while ago.
And I was like, that's when I was obsessed with Randy Moss. Like, to this day, he's still like my all-time favorite player.
Like greatest player or greatest wide receiver for you?
Player all time.
Wow.
I don't think there was nothing like when Randy Moss came out. There was nothing like him. He's a freak of nature, bro. But the thing is, like we see that shit every day now. What Randy Moss used to do, we get so numb to it that people look at Randy Moss highlights like, that's not even impressive. Like, bro, when he was first doing it, they have the reason. They have Moss for a reason. Like somebody got mossed. They do that shit for a reason, like, you know.
Yeah, because he started that basically.
I mean that's that's anything in sports. It's always going to be the person who revolutionizes it, and then it becomes a norm, and he can get forgotten in the new generation. I mean, it's like you look at Babe Ruth. When Babe Ruth was playing, the whole teams would hit 30 home runs. This dude was hitting 50 home runs. He was the first like home run hitter, really. And then now that's like shit. Everyone hits home runs. That's a normal thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why they consider him the greatest, because at that time it was amazing. Now it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Like, a big example is like slam dunk competitions, like from the 80s and the 90s. Them shits are whack. Like if you watch the dunk contest with Kobe Bryant, bro, he went between the legs, and that what made him win. Like, oh no, people now are doing 360s behind while going between the legs and doing a tomahawk and jumping over cars and shit. But if you watch any slam dunk competitions from like the 2000s, 2002s and back, Those shits were fucking whack. Except for like Vince Carter, of course.
What about Jay Rich, man?
Jay Rich, to me, he's my favorite all-time dunker of all time.
Jay Rich is?
Oh, hands down.
Oh, wow.
Like slam dunk competition.
Yeah.
In-game dunker is going to be Shawn Kemp forever.
What about Dwight Howard?
What about Dwight Howard?
Well, is he on your top 5 greatest dunkers?
Not dunkers, but people forget how great Dwight Howard was. Like, yo, he dominated the league. He took the Magic to the fucking finals. Like, he was, you know what I'm saying? He was fucking dope.
People don't put respect on his name, man.
Exactly, because people are thinking about like Atlanta Hawk fucking Dwight Howard or Lakers Dwight Howard. Remember Orlando Magic Dwight Howard? That motherfucker was unstoppable, bro.
Dude, what I hate is when athlete gets older and then people like talk about like, oh, they fucking fell off, they suck, and it's like, what do you expect to happen when they're 40 years old? They're gonna still be the same as when they're 25.
He got old. That's what happened.
That's what I'm saying. That's like any job, man. You're gonna be a better cashier at 30 than you are at 50, 60. It's any job in the world.
That's what happens.
Worse as you get older.
Age, man.
Fucking destroy Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, the Howard versus Chamberlain debate again.
Howard would destroy that dude.
Who? Wilt Chamberlain?
Dwight Howard would destroy Wilt Chamberlain. Are you crazy?
I don't know, man. That's
what you mean you don't know? Have you seen?
I don't know, bro. I mean, I never.
Dwight Howard, that's a man.
No, like I know how monsters. Like I've seen him in person. I saw him at Comic-Con, so I know how big he was. But like, I don't know, man. Wilt Chamberlain was just like a freak of nature, bro. Like he was way ahead of his time. So, like, if you watch footage of him, like I've never seen.
I keep saying the same thing. You can't take players from the past and put them in the game today because they will suck. You put the players that are now and you put them in the past, they will fucking dominate.
Yeah, easy.
You can take a bum ass. You can take a bum player today and put them in the 50s. They will be the greatest players of all time.
So if I'm just gonna throw a hypothetical, if Wilt Chamberlain was in today's league, where would you rank him in players?
He'll be Bobo. That's who he would be.
He'll be Bobo.
He'll just be a tall dude. That's it.
You gotta put some respect on Bobo, man. He's the son of Manu.
You know what I was thinking too? I'm like, bro, like I'm not gonna bring up Bill Russell. Yeah, I'm gonna bring up Bill Russell. Like all those championships they won, I'm like, bro, there were 8 teams in the league. Like, like if you really think about it, but you're guaranteed to make the playoffs.
See, Chamberlain was serving breakfast after having his way with Dwight's mama.
Hey, it is what
I'm just saying, like, look, You're
telling me that Jerry West. You seen Jerry West highlights, right? You think Jerry West will dominate in today's game? You think somebody remember they used to dribble like this. Wing bam. Ooh.
I think it's different because like literally like I'm not talking about like just pick him out and then just throw him in 2023. I'm talking about like players that adapt to their environment. Like you think like if you were to grab Jerry West, Bill Russell, or Kareem, just to name a few, and have them adapt to today's league, you think they would sink or swim? Like I think they would. I think they would swim.
What?
Yeah, I think they would. I mean,
put Shaq in the 60s. Lakers Shaq in the 60s.
He was dominated. But that's going backwards though.
Okay. Why would he destroy them? Because they're fucking garbage compared to him. If you put Bill Russell in today's game, are you fucking kidding me? Watch the highlights, bro. That's all you gotta do.
Oh hell no! I mean, like I said, like
they're great for their era. That's why I could only try to compare motherfuckers and like, bro.
I could only speak on the players that I actually got to see watch. Like I'm just going off of the accolades and what I've seen with the footage.
I would love to see Jim Brown go down the middle with fucking Ray Lewis sitting there, and I'm like, fuck that. Jim Brown was great. He was great, awesome. Like it goes back to the same thing. He was playing against plumbers and and firemen. That's
different though.
It's a different time.
Babe
Babe Ruth wasn't going against fucking Pedro Martinez.
Well, I mean, you got
Babe Ruth was probably facing like 80-mile-per-hour fastballs and like maybe like a screwball, but that was like they weren't facing all these.
They're like pitching like this.
Yeah, no, for sure. Bird would do phenomenal in today's game, I think.
No, he wouldn't.
I think he would.
Y'all bugging. That's just coming from a Lakers fan.
This is. I would love to see a fully healthy Bo Jackson finish his career in both sports. Yeah, I mean, what if Bo was in today's game?
Animal. Bo was
see, hey, no, but like that's.
There's nothing you can compare Bo Jackson to.
But if you throw him into like today's league, how would he do? Like throw him in baseball and throw him in football. Yeah, Bo.
Well, I think baseball is different.
I think baseball he would be good because he was just so natural at everything. It was like, I think he would figure out how to hit. I think he would hit, honestly, even though the pitching's better. But he's also more recent than Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth is like 100 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, you're fucking such a huge gap.
I think Bo could play baseball this right now.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be like a fucking Bo in today's game. I don't think he'll be like what he was when he first. But I think he won't be garbage.
And you got to remember,
I'm not saying he won't be the Bo that we know.
But you got to remember though, with at least hitting.
I'm talking about football. I think in baseball.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about because I'm
saying baseball. I think because it's basically the pitcher against him. You know what I'm saying? So and Bo's like, I think he has that natural talent, man.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You can hit. And when it comes to like when you're talking baseball about fielding, if you were a good fielder in the 30s, you're a good fielder now.
Yeah, I learned to shoot a bow and arrow with his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
yeah, no, bro. Like, hey, I'm not down Bo, man. Like I said, like he was a phenomenal player, like just a freak of nature. Same thing with Dion, like unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? But I think with
like Babe Ruth was great, but he wasn't going against Tom Glavine. He wasn't going against like these fucking phenomenal ass pitchers.
Okay,
if they allowed like Dominicans and black people when he was playing.
What about Barry Sanders in today's game?
He played for the Lions. I think he will be okay in today's game. Like, look what he did with the Lions. Imagine he did that today. Like, he's good. But I think the running back position is a dying position.
Yeah, I agree.
Just like how the center position is dead. What's a dead position you think in baseball that's dying?
Position?
Yeah.
I think that every position is thriving because
really?
You got to look back in the day. Shortstops didn't hit for
power.
That
was the shit.
Shortstops weren't a big deal until Derek Jeter and Nomar, those guys came around. Now shortstops are ballers. Second basemen were just little guys who hit for average. Now they hit bombs. Like I really don't think there's any position that's dying in baseball beside. If you want to be technical, like a lefty specialist relief pitcher, because you have to pitch the 3 batters now, so you can't only pitch the lefties, but they're still relief pitchers. That's not really a position. So I don't think any position.
The shortstop was a sexy position, though.
Nowadays, or in the last 25 years, it's became that.
That's interesting.
The sign of players today in the NFL would give Barry trouble, but Barry's so talented. It's one of the bold situation. He's so fucking. He just like prime Barry Sanders, like 2,000 yard Barry Sanders is a problem.
Yeah,
but like I said, the running back position is a dying position, bro.
Yes, Barry, the slide step by pitchers, totals will go down. You buying or selling Ellie, the area. So, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, like just kind of going back to like the Wilt Dwight Howard thing. Like, I don't think Wilt would be as dominant as he would in today's game, but he would definitely not be no freaking person to stop. Like, I still think he would all-star game. I still think that he would make it like postseason. I still think like he could potentially win a championship, in my opinion. What about Kareem?
No, you can't take anybody from the past and put him in. You can't take anybody from the past and put him in today's game. I don't care who you tell me.
I think
Jordan he'll be all right if he plays today's game.
Jordan will be all right in today's game. You said
in today's game, yeah. He'll be all right.
I think Jim Druckenmiller could last in today's game.
Jim Druckenmiller is a
He'd
goat.
be a star.
Man.
But Allen Iverson, any era, anytime, GOAT.
I agree with Robert. I think Kareem would definitely dominate, and I think Wilt would dominate.
Have you
too.
like I know you see highlights, right? But actually put like Lakers versus Celtics and 19 whatever, and watch a full game. It's so boring. It's so slow. It's boring. They set up plays. The defense is so bad. I'm like, it's so even 90s. Have you watched a 90s basketball game? Yes, everybody watches the highlights. Yes, it's awesome. Great. But really watch the game. And like, you'll see the highlight. And that's like the only highlight of the fucking game. And you're sitting there like, it's fucking boring, bro. It's like today's game is exciting.
So let me ask you this. So if Draymond Green was in
Draymond Green would be a GOAT.
See, I'm telling you,
60s, in the 70s, even in the
what about
80s.
the 90s? What about the 90s?
He will get destroyed.
By who? Rodman?
By everybody. By everybody. Or Winsome Tensdale or David Buckworth or some dude.
He gets sucker punch will be elite by Kareem.
How is 90s basketball better? Yo, 90s basketball is so fucking boring, yo. I don't understand that. You're thinking about the players and the highlights. Yes, we had great like Sean Kemp, Gary Payton, but like sitting there and watching a game was fucking boring. It was boring.
I enjoy it.
Y'all need to stop lying to yourselves.
Wow.
Go watch please. If you guys don't believe me, go watch a random basketball game from the 90s and you tell me that you're like this the whole time. Oh yeah. No, because you know what it is? It's kind of like Space Jam. Space Jam, you watch it today, it's kind of garbage. But when you watch that as a child, it was amazing. It was great. It was entertaining. But you watch that shit today, I'm like, bro, that shit did not age well. Y'all still talking about Jim Druckenmiller? What the hell's going on?
I don't know. So no, I'm not thinking of highlights. It was better. It was better team basketball.
Bro, I'm 13. You think I care about team basketball? I just want to see the cool plays and the dunks and all that. I wasn't thinking about fundamentals and like, oh, that was a great screenshot. I'm like, I was 13. That's just me. That's just me. I dare you to watch a full game. Watch a full random game and you tell me how exciting that fucking game is.
Druckenmiller is great. Oh man, you just struck a chord with Mac.
Druckenmiller, I'll take Druckenmiller over Brady.
Over Brady.
Well, I'll take college Druckenmiller over Brady.
Oh,
league full of unskilled chickens. I don't know what that means.
This is unskilled chickens.
So you're telling me Danny Ainge was exciting to watch? Like, yo, Danny Ainge, bro, I used to love. I'm like, bro, that shit was fucking whack, bro.
Did you see that? Did you see the behind the pass that Bob Cousy did though? Fire, bro.
Bro, fire, bro. Too bad we couldn't see the ball because it was black and white.
Oh my.
Watching the Clippers versus the Mavs in the 90s. But the Clippers and the Mavs today, that's an exciting game. I'll watch that. But I won't watch that shit in the 90s.
No, but the 86 Celtics were.
Okay, I'm talking about, go watch the 1986 Celtics play. I don't give a fuck what game you pick. Just watch it. If you sit down and tell me that game was exciting to watch, you're lying to yourself.
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch a post game.
I'm telling you, watch any games from the 90s. Any game. Just pick a game. But I'm talking about like the full game. Not like the highlights. Watch the full game and see how boring it fucking is, bro.
Are you just saying that though because we already know the outcome, or are you just saying that because it's like
it's not about the outcome, it's about the entertainment level. Like you sitting there, you're like this, and like it's just back and forth, bad defense, bad shots. It's like, oh my god, yo, this is fucking horrible. And then players that you think like, oh my god, remember I'm trying to think of somebody I'm just talking about some random. I'm trying to think of a fucking player. Anybody, just name. I can't even think of name one player from the 90s.
Adonal Foyle.
Yo, you better put some respect on Foyle, bro. That's like of all people, you pick Adonal Foyle.
Oh Lord.
From the 90s, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, Larry Johnson.
All right. You think about the highlights. We'll go watch Larry Johnson play. I know this dude. You're just trying to get this dude triggered. Matt, he's gonna pop in here and start cussing me out.
Nah, I get you.
Real basketball players were back. I'm talking about just casually watching the game. I didn't say they were whack. I'm just saying they're boring. Y'all make it seem like how come people always think like in the 90s there was like fights in every game and people were just doing incredible shots. People were like punching each other and elbowing in the face and be like, yeah. No, they didn't call anything. They didn't get suspended. It's fucking bullshit. It's fucking dumb, bro.
Run TMC was fun.
Okay. The highlights were fun, right? When you think of Run TMC, you watch a Run TMC highlight. Go watch a full game. Watch a full game. Please, just watch a full game and watch how boring it fucking is. You guys are taking all the highlights and putting them together. It looks exciting.
No, it was exciting.
Why am I getting so animated? I'm more animated than 90s basketball right now.
Damn, straight up.
As a grown adult, yes, maybe you do.
Glenn Rice. Okay. Glenn Rice.
What about Glenn Rice? We talking about Miami Heat Glenn Rice? Stop it.
I don't enjoy Jason Tatum scoring 50
Ramon Robinson. Stop naming these bum-ass Michigan players.
Everybody's animated in here. And I'm just laughing.
Dribby McElcage.
So
is more exciting than fucking 90s basketball.
What's your guys' plan? Because I know Bay Area, you said you were planning on potentially going out there.
I already got the tickets. I'm going.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's official.
All right,
he's already gone.
How long are you gonna be out there?
Thursday to Wednesday, so like 5 days, like about almost a week.
Okay, so like the same time that I was out there. All right, you gonna hit up any like sporting events out there? I know baseball.
Well, I think we're going to a minor league game, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Minor league game.
Well, super minor league.
No,
but we might hit a Yard Goats game. I think they're playing that's funny because they're playing.
I wish. Yeah, I wish I could come back out there, but I'm probably not gonna be out for a while. So, yeah, no, it's gonna be dope, man. I think you'll have better weather when you're out there than when I was out there.
Jinxed it, man. You just jinxed it.
Nah, bro, it's already July, bro. Like,
man,
be bad.
It's been hot as shit.
Whatever the weather is, if I'm out there, we're gonna do so. I don't care what the weather is. We're gonna be out. So.
Yeah, I'm 42, man. So I go to bed around 8. So you can go do whatever you want. I'll leave the door open for you. I'm joking.
Yeah, nah, for sure, bro.
I'll try to make it an experience. It's kind of like tough because, like I said, when me and Mac was talking about it, it's tough because you guys are visiting. We try to make the experience as best as we can, but you know, I don't know.
As long as I'm kicking it, like with you guys.
So are you going to be chilling with Mac most of the time, or Snacks, or both?
No, he's coming over here. But he's coming over here. He's gonna stay with me, and then Mac. We're going to Terrificon. It's a convention, like comic book convention and toys and video games convention. It's at the casino, so it's dope because we get to go to the casino and fucking get some fucking Krispy Kreme. You guys got Krispy Kreme?
Yeah, hell yeah.
We got so many right here, bro.
Nah, and over here is like Krispy Kreme is at the fucking casino. That's like crack to us.
Yeah, we get those. Like one of those every
home without a box of Krispy Kremes.
I'm gonna get on some of that Kino at the casino.
I'll tell you what. If you ever come out here to the West Coast, I will greet you with a box of Krispy Kreme donuts. All right.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Welcome to California. That's gonna be my.
Just fucking give me the diabetes. I got my physical. Thank God. I don't got diabetes. I don't got high blood pressure. I'm good. I just gotta get my weight down.
Man,
that Krispy Kreme is gonna be the shit.
Health and wealth, bro. Minor league, the A is playing out there when you go in the Bay Area. I may have to slide out and jerking again.
Oh yeah, we definitely hit that spot. Well, we hit that spot with an appetite, man.
Rory, you got Eastman and TMNT. Had a very early printing square bound book. Yeah, no, I think you guys will have a great time. You know, I definitely did, and you know, hopefully in the near future we could all do a you know, a giant meetup like we did before. If I do go back out to the East Coast, though, I do want to hit up like Philly, New York area, or even
overrated.
Overrated.
It's not overrated for you, but like I'm in New York.
I just want to go there once, you know, at least experience. Like I
get one of those.
I'd say like
I heart New York T-shirts.
Yeah, those my friends are super into those, but I definitely want to go out there and I want to go to a Knicks game. I know it doesn't really sound, you know, amazing, but yeah, I think it would be classic out there to go to the next game. Just copped the Major Grail hookup from one of my jobs.
Yo, you gotta show us, man. You can't be talking about it. Be about it.
What is it? One of them is.
Oh yeah, and then Rez, like a week after I'm in out there, like a week later, I want to go to the Bay for like a week. So we should try to catch a game or something.
Yeah, dude, you stay traveling, man. I see. That's that teacher money.
Yeah, no, that's that teacher time off. We got that time off. That's what that is.
Rez had that YouTube money, man. He was over here flossing, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I was trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, bro. That's what I was trying to do. You should definitely make it back for a Bruins or Celtics game at some point. Yeah, no, definitely. I would love to go back to actually go to a TD Garden game.
It's a Sixers jersey from the 70s.
Oh, the yard goats are AA. That's cool.
Yeah, for the Rockies.
Yeah, I was just looking that up.
And they're playing.
Bro,
I think we might do that. We might do that on Tuesday. They're playing the Phillies minor league team.
Sounds good.
If I come back out there, you gotta take me back to Reno's. Like, oh my god, that place is so good. Chef's kiss, bro.
Sixers jerseys from the 70s, so it's gotta be Billy Cunningham.
What's Reno's? What type of food is that?
Hey, Billy Cunningham is.
What type of food is that place?
I don't know.
It's Italian. It's Italian food. It's so
Italian.
It's so Italian, yeah.
So
What kind of food you cook with, Bay Area?
Everything.
All right, don't be saying that. You be like, "Nah, I don't really eat that. You know, my stomach."
No, I eat everything.
I'm using some real Puerto Rican food first of all. That's the first thing I'm gonna do.
That's fine with me.
And definitely, there's a couple of dope pizza spot that we have over here too.
Oh, that's the one thing I can't eat cheese. So
see what I'm saying? Look at that cheese. Everything has cheese in it, motherfucker. But other food you could just ask for no cheese. But pizza, if you ask for no cheese, you're just getting a crust with a pepperoni on it. Man, you just kill my vibes, bro. You gonna be watching us eat pizza then? You can have some calamari or something.
That's fine with me.
Have some breast sticks.
That's fine with me.
Nah, it's all good. No, but we take you to that spot where I took Rez. There's plenty of choices over there, man.
No, I'm down.
But don't be fucking coming over here eating from West Coast food shit. I want you to
I'm the type when I go somewhere, I want to try their food, their beer, their whatever.
Because these motherfuckers came to fucking. They started eating Philly cheesesteaks. I'm like, bro, y'all from Philly? Why the fuck y'all eating cheesesteaks for?
No. When I go to visit somewhere, I want to try their shit, whether it's the food, the beer, the anything. I want to try their stuff. I'm in California forever. I don't need to try my stuff.
All right, we'll definitely.
I want to get some of that Connecticut food and whatever else food they got.
Oh, we got Puerto Rican food, some Dominican food, some Peruvian food. I just had Peruvian food today.
That's what I'm saying, because out here we have more like Mexican food, Salvadorian, Guatemalan, Nicaraguense, but like we don't have that much Puerto Rican or Dominican food, so I'm gonna try some of that.
Oh yeah, I know a perfect spot. Oh, you're good, bro. When it comes to food, you're good, man. But everything else, I don't know. I don't know how to entertain people. Like I don't know how to entertain people. I feel like odd. They're like, bro, I don't want to be like,
bro. I'm easy. I literally could just walk around and I'm entertained. I just want to see the area. I don't really give a shit.
All right, cool.
That's what I did.
We got some history. So my thing is, yo, like, all right, he went to the McDonald's like museum. I was like, all right, cool. I can top McDonald's. I can do that.
Yeah. Man, let me just get like a tall can, walk around, and I'm good. Let me just see the scenery.
I got you. When you get arrested, don't you know what I'm saying? I can't bail you out.
All right, fellas. I think I'm gonna get some dinner now.
Bro, you didn't put on the Sharks hat.
I left it in freaking New Hampshire.
At least show the golden gorilla, man.
I wanna thank everybody again. You guys have we are for you guys tuning in the live. But I do want to let you guys know I did make my latest video public right now. So if you guys still want to see more,
what, a part 2?
Huh?
Was it part 2?
No. I did a review on a care package that you'll see it. Yeah, you'll see it on there. It's up on there though. If you want to check it out, you guys can check the channel. I just made it live because the brand actually reached out to me and they told me they really loved the video. So they gave me the green light. It is. So check it out. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you like it. And I will be doing the part 2 vlog continuation that will be dropping hopefully before the weekend or on the weekend. So
no, I want it Friday. I don't care what you got, lose sleep, call out of work. I want to see these videos pumping, bro.
They're coming, bro. Trust me. Pause. Oh. Like they will be uploaded. I'm actually like 75% done with part 2 right now. So I'm gonna try and finish it tonight. Hopefully, make sure I do all the edits, and then I will work on part 3. So not to burst anybody's like bubble and stuff, but I don't think part 2 is going to have all of us yet. So
damn, that's fake.
That's fake.
I just want to see it.
Part 2 will basically lead up to the conclusion, which is basically the weekend I spent with Snacks and the rest of the guys.
Oh, it just blurred my face out. Yeah, you're good.
But yeah, guys, I want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight, man. This live, again, kind of talking about the whole Mitchell and Ness tea and stuff like that. But if you guys missed the live, go back, check it. I will make this public as well. So if you guys want to see this shark again,
you're losing the dust, bro. You're losing. The anthrax is gone.
Yeah, you gotta auction that off once you get to or give away at 5,000 subscribers or whatever.
Yo, that'd be
5,000 subscribers. I don't know,
bro. If you do a raffle, I'll buy some tickets.
Maybe 10,000, but 5,000.
I guess we ain't never seen that.
You'll get some business cards from me. Okay, so I got my
man. You too Hollywood, bro.
I got my official business cards now, bro. So definitely check it out. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I do these lives every Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do take requests, so if there's a specific topic you want me to talk about, just hit my line. You could reach me out on my social media platforms. And just thank you, man. Thank you always for making these lives as fun and entertaining as they are. I always say this, and I stand by this. They would not be where they're at without your guys' continuation of contributions to the lives. And guys, the Golden Harambe wants to thank everybody.
Harambe.
So, well, he's picking names right now, but I think he likes Harambe. So
Harambe, I like that. Does that mean something?
Harambe?
Back from the dead.
Harambe's he was goated, man.
Yeah, that was a legendary gorilla.
Contributions, man.
First time I ever heard that shit.
Seriously? Wow. Okay. Well, I will let you know what Harambe is about once this award starts to become official, man. So.
All right, got you.
All right, fellas. You guys have anything you want to say before I close it up?
Hit the like button.
Yes. Stay tuned. I got pickups coming, more videos. I got so much content for you guys, so be on the lookout.
All right, bro. Later.
All right, man. Have a good night, everybody.